Good evening, everybody. I know it's late. I apologize for that, but I was just celebrating my father's birthday with the rest of my family, and we had a really great time. We went out to dinner and everything. But I think this is going to be a really good evening message, anyways. While we're winding down from this kind of long, it's been a long work week. I know for myself and for a lot of you as well. So I think it's just going to work out really well. The message. I was just thinking about Jim Rohn. I was listening to him earlier today, and he was talking about this parable, and he was applying it to network marketing, but I want to apply it to random acts of kindness. He was talking about, and this applies whether you're Christian or not, but there's this parable in the Bible, of the sower, the farmer who sows his seeds, and some of them he sows them into the rubble, and they don't take, and they just wither away and die in the sun. And some of them he throws them into shallow sod, and there's not enough root, and they wither away and die. And some of them he throws them into the thistles, and or into the thorn bushes, and the thorns strangle them. And but some of them he throws into the good soil, and some of them take root, and they give him a tenfold, 20-fold, 100-fold increase in his crops. So, and I want to apply this to random acts of kindness. I think a lot of us get discouraged because we will give random acts of kindness and they'll be taken for granted. You know, you give money to a homeless man and then you see him go buy alcohol with it. Or you help out a friend and they don't show you any gratitude or thanks or anything like that. Or someone takes advantage of you or uses your kindness against you, or just takes it for granted. And those are the places where you're sowing your seed and it doesn't take root, and your seed just withers away and dies. But I want to encourage you not to stop sowing your seed, because it's if 1 in 10 or 2 in 10 people actually show gratitude, then the more seeds you sow, the more gratitude you're going to get, the more of an effect you're going to get. So and I know if you saw my Instagram post a couple days ago, I posted a story where I got this watch and a really nice tie, and this guy's like sending me money, and literally all I did was I gave him a ride. He left his phone in my car, and I drove like 45 minutes to give it back. And I was just going to do it just because, but he has been so gracious and so grateful, and he has blessed me 100 times more than I have him. And you just never know when you're going to run into somebody like that. And I would much rather run into 100 people and give 100 people rides to meet one guy like this guy. His name is Solomon. To meet one guy like this than to just call it quits and not bother. Because and another thing too to remember is, just because somebody doesn't take your blessing and they take it for granted, doesn't mean you should feel bad about giving it. You still did a good work, and you should feel positive. You should feel good about that as well. So I just want to encourage. I know I'm going a little long here, but I know we get discouraged. I do all the time. I feel like I'm trying to help somebody out. I'm trying to spread positivity and stuff like that. And sometimes it's just not taking a hold, and I get discouraged. But I think it's a really important thing to remember that there's that 1 in 10 people is just waiting to meet you, and they're just waiting for you to bless them so that they can bless you back, and it's going to make it all worth it. So I want to leave you with that tonight. I want to wish you a really good evening, a happy Friday tomorrow, and a good weekend after that. I know you've all been grinding, you all been working hard, so definitely keep it up, but also don't forget to sharpen the saw and relax a little bit. So this is Kurt Gabriel signing out, and I will see you on the next one.